Hey guys, welcome back. It's been a while. I got a great video today from Don C., a PALFish teacher, and I'm going to answer his question. And this might be able to help out a lot of people out there, not just on PALFish, but all online English teachers. So if you have a question, something concerning you in your lessons, regardless of what teaching platform you are on, or teaching company that you work for, just let me know in the questions below, or let me know in one of my other videos and I'll try to cover it. That's what I'd like to start doing more, is answering and helping more questions. So Don C. basically, I'll briefly just kind of paraphrase it for a second. He says, I need your advice. I've been getting so frustrated lately with parents involving themselves in their kids' lessons. They're so tough on their kids, and I think it's destroying the kids' learning process, which it does. Every time I ask a kid a question, they immediately look for the parent to answer. Yeah, sometimes the kid, I said the same thing like 3 times, and the kid's like, and no, I'm not exaggerating. Like I'm serious, and I'm trying to be a little humorous here, but and then the parent will say it, and the kid will say it. I'm like, what? I just wasted my breath like 3 times. Like, you need to focus on me and not be so dependent on your mom or your dad, And then again, like, you have to remember, what are the ages, Don, Are they older? Are they younger? That's a good question, And how involved is the parent? Like, if they're younger kids, if the mom or dad's pretty cool and you can do some free talk, I would say it can be helpful. Now, if the kid's like 7, 8, 9, 10, and they're pretty okay to have like some open discussion, open free talk, like they can answer questions and explain themselves a little bit, about their opinions and things they like to do and why, then I would say, don't have the parent around. And then again, it all depends, because look, I've had some issues where, I'll just say, like, parents were trying to have class with me, and they were like, had their kid in the lesson, and I'm like this the other day, I had this lesson. I don't know, I think I'm gonna have class with them again. So Don, this is gonna be right for you and many other teachers. The first class I had with this girl, oh man, she was just so disruptive. So it was just like, it was crazy, She didn't listen or anything, and I'm just like, I keep so cool. I'm just like this. Hello, Tina. Running around, screaming. Mom talking super fast. I'm just like, hello, hi, are you ready? Like, I'm doing this all the time, so I have to be so chill and super relaxed. And if I get worked up, I'm just gonna get worked up, and that's not gonna solve anything. Because like today, I have 16 classes, so I had 4 in the morning. Now I have 12 to go, and I'm about to hit another one in about 1 hour. So I just got to stay cool. I got to stay cool all day. I got to stay relaxed, So when you come into these like really difficult situations where the parent is destroying the kid's learning process, I would probably say, first, contact PALFish. Let them know, like, about the situation. That way they know. Because maybe some of the PALFish people, they don't know what's going on. They can't monitor every teacher one-on-one all the time, So I would recommend to everybody out there, if you are on data or, ABC or VIP Kit, whoever you're teaching for, I'm promoting PALFish, but I'm trying to be real, because not everyone that watches these videos is just teaching on PALFish. So I have to be more real with people watching my videos. So regardless of what company or platform you're teaching with, I think that it's a great idea to contact that platform or whoever's in charge and kind of explain the situation to them. And if they're helpful, that's great. And try to work it out, and it might take some time, so be patient. And then that level, maybe you can, then the parent might get the idea. Maybe I've had it one time where they just didn't come the next lesson. I'm like, whoa, cool, the kid's by themselves. It worked out. And then, and if the staff or the team that you work for, if they don't really respond to it, or it's not helping, then you're just gonna have to take that, you're gonna have to woman up, man up, you know, you're gonna have to level up, whatever you wanna say, whatever you wanna call it, and just step in and say, at the end of the lesson, you know, because when you're frustrated, it may not come off right and you might get a complaint that way. But if you just, I'm serious, I'm telling you guys and gals, just, this is me all day. Okay. And I just wait. I'm not going fast. I'm not rushing my lessons at all, period. These are like some of the kids, you don't need to go fast. What's the rush? You know? So when you're in that frustrating position, and the mom keeps going on, just use that as the fuel that when you finish that lesson, take that last minute at the 24-minute mark and just say, you did a great job today, and you really were starting to sound better at the end. And you'll say to the mom or to the dad, you know, and just say, hi, I just want to say, you know, with respect. I mean, I'm in Thailand now, so I'm kind of used to doing this to people. And I'll just do that as out of respect to the parent. And I'll just say, excuse me, I just want to say, I think that you being here helps. It really does. But I think, and this might help, this might make them excited. I think that this level for your child, you know, your son or daughter, that if they are by themselves without, you know, any parental help, you know, just the teacher and I, you know, just myself and the student, then they're going to become more independent, their comprehension will pick up, their fluency will increase, and they're going to become a much better confident speaker without always being dependent or reliable on you. You know, or the parent. You don't have to say you. You don't have to put it in their face. Just say parent. I think that right there, what I just said word for word, is a great way to say it, because then it kind of tells the parent, like, maybe the parent's there because, again, every parent's different. Some might just be there because they think, or they assume that they might have to be there for a translation, or they want to see how the lesson is. Again, it's always different, you know. Or they do want to, like, follow with the lesson with the teacher and improve their English. It happens. So when you have those types of situations, you just have to monitor them. You have to go as it, you know, feel it as you go. And like I said, it's going to excite the mom or the dad. And it's going to be like, oh, wow, okay, I don't need to sit with my son or daughter anymore. I'm going to have to cut the cord and walk away and let the teacher be a teacher and let the kid be a kid, you know. And then you can just do your thing and have a little bit more less pressure on you, and that will just make things much easier, you know, because when the mom left yesterday, whoa, the kid was listening for the first time in 2 lessons. Like in the first 5 seconds, as soon as the mom went away, she was repeating right after I said something. And I'm like, we could probably have some good English lessons, because the girl is like, she's really sassy. And she's like, and I think she runs over her mom all day. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I think we could have some pretty good English lessons. I mean, like, be lively, be funny, you know, because look, if you got to be with a 5-year-old boy or girl for like 3 classes in a row, you got to find something to make it fun. Like, whatever it is, you know, I have like I'll have some like animal faces sometimes. I got markers and colored pencils, and I'll show them, and just, I don't know, I have like a very different teaching style than most people. I'm just like very simple, very laid back, and I rely on my voice, I rely on my pronunciation abilities and my instruction and flow, and that's pretty much it, really, you know. I don't have to get all crazy. Sometimes I do, you know, and that's fun. When I've learned is that I've toned my teaching down a lot, because the complaints, you know, and just the crazy parent sometimes, you never know. So like when a kid cries, I'm just kind of like, I don't get involved with it. No, that's you, mom, dad, not me. That's you. First time I've had class with you and the kid's crying in the first 3 minutes, that's not me. Something happened before class. Kid's not upset with, you know. And then me, a stranger, and that's going to be like, he's like, I don't want to do this. You guys know how that is. It happens sometimes. Happened a lot, actually, the last 2 or 3 weeks. It's been kind of, you know, not like humorous because the kid's crying, but like humorous in a way that, it's like, what did I do? It's like, it's like, because it happened 3 times in like 1 week. And I'm like, well, I'm getting a lot of kids crying on me lately. So, what about that? Do you guys ever get some kids crying on you, or like just run off in the lesson? That happened a few times with some kids. So overall, you know, it's great to be teaching the Chinese people. They are friendly, they are lively, and I think that they are very respectful for teachers, and I think that's the real milk right there. Is that's the real honey, is how respected we are as teachers. I think that's the thing. That's the real thing, you know. Which is a really great honor too at the same time, because we're getting paid good money to be here at our homes and get, you know, build financial revenue up and be able to live our dreams and to go where we want to go into the world, as long as there's a 4G connection. And, you know, just lots of amazing things going on in the world right now. I've been away from the phones lately, you know. My Facebook page is still up, Instagram is still up, but you know, I took them off my phone, so I haven't been on it in over a week now. Don't even really think about it anymore. It's like, when I go to sleep, when I wake up, I'm not thinking about any of that stuff. I just have Palfish and YouTube. That's it. And even this week, I stopped making videos. Like, I actually kept my new iPhone just right here on the table. I'm like, I don't want to be on it. I'm like, I'm already on it enough from teaching, but it's not even just that. It's like the more research I'm doing about being so close to these smartphones and this technology all the time, it's really damaging to our health. It really, really is. And just having a lot of amazing revelations lately, and also feeling so hopeful for the United States of America right now. I think more... I don't want to say I'm feeling more patriotic than I've ever felt before, but I just feel so good about what, you know, what the President of the United States of America is doing right now to drain the swamp and to clean up the mess, to clean up the garbage that so much corruption on both sides has left behind. Doesn't matter if it's the Obamas, doesn't matter if it's the Clintons, doesn't matter if it's the Bushes. You know, they just totally wrecked our country. And now we got someone coming in who is busting up the pedophile rings. Someone coming in and busting up the gangs that are going and spreading all throughout America, the U.S., and destroying neighborhoods, destroying communities. I remember when I was a kid, we had Halloween. And that was like the most fun time of the year. You know, it was like kind of cool at night. We get our costumes on, we walk around the streets, we get candy and stuff. People had hot chocolate and like haunted houses. And now it's at like designated areas. Like people don't even feel safe walking around the streets anymore. And you guys, if I'm wrong about that, please correct me. But when I was a kid, we did that every Halloween, you know? And it's like people are so scared to do stuff. It's because shit got crazy in America. You know, you got so many people in jail. You got so much violence. True. You have so much mental illnesses. That's the biggest issue. The whole psychological stuff going on in America. That's some deep stuff. Then you got the food, the GMO food. You got the Monsanto food. You got all that stuff going on. And I woke up from all of that stuff. And that's why I am so grateful that I decided to take a TEFL certification course in Costa Rica and staying down there for those 6 months and starting to uncover. Look, truth is not beautiful always. You gotta, it's dirty. It doesn't smell good. It doesn't feel good. It's gonna make you upset. It's gonna make you frustrated. It's gonna make you frustrated. But as you start to clean up that dirt, you start to come out on the other side. But then again, it might just, zoop, and you see it again. Because what's going on right now has never happened before, ever. And now you have the whole Anthony Bourdain thing. I'm gonna mention this stuff on some new videos. But you have the whole Anthony Bourdain thing too. You know, and that's going on. And he just had an apparently he committed suicide when he has already called Hillary Clinton shameful for supporting Harvey Weinstein. So these are some big issues going on, and I'm going to be covering them more on these videos because this stuff has got to get out. This is the truth. And it doesn't matter if it's 10 people who watch this one of these videos, it's all good for me. If I broke through to one person, it's all good. If I did it, then nobody watched it, I still did something and didn't allow fear to stop me from doing it. Because now that I'm not using Facebook and the other social media platforms, I still need to disseminate the information that I'm learning from so that I can get it out to the public that who are turning onto my channel and stuff like that. To everyone who's subscribed, I want to say thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. It's overwhelming, the support. And if you guys need anything, just leave your questions below. I'm really backed up. I'm not lazy, but just been, again, putting it off. And this is what's amazing too. Like, you know, Kanye, when I was listening to his interview, you know, Kanye West was like, he took off a whole year and he said, I was just listening. You know, he's like, I've been talking a lot. I just wanted to listen. You know, it's like, wow, it's like sometimes we need to just shut it off and just listen. Just watch, observe, get more awareness. And then when you start to speak again, wow, you got a lot of truth coming out of you. So be careful what you say. Be careful what you do. You know, be mindful. So that's all for today, guys. Have a great day. And Don C, again, I want to say thank you so much for your question. Hope that helped out. You just got to get out there and be like, at the end of that lesson and say, hey, your kid's doing great, but they need to be more independent. So let's try next time. No, mom and dad. Just teach this me and your kid and see what they say. And they might be cool with it. And they probably might like it too. Because that shows, I think all Chinese parents, majority of them want their kid to be more independent. Some going to baby them. That's always going to be in every culture. But there's a lot that want the independence. So they're going to like that if you step up. Don't be afraid. I know the complaints again. And I know you might just be worried about their reactions. But just jump for it. See what happens. And that's life. So have a great day. And thanks to everyone. Adios.